Hello, everyone. I'm 34 years old, and I really need your advice because my family is making me feel like the worst person in the world right now. I don't know what to do, and I feel like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. So, a bit of context. For the past more than 10 years, I've dedicated myself to building my own online business from scratch. It was a long and difficult journey, full of obstacles and challenges. There were years when I hardly slept, constantly stressed, and barely made ends meet, pouring all my energy and resources into this endeavor. I gave up a lot. Rest, entertainment, time with friends and family. I missed many family holidays and events because I was immersed in work. But I believed in my idea and kept working hard no matter what. Fast forward to the present, and now I'm really doing well financially. My business has started generating stable and significant income, and I can afford a comfortable life. But it's important to understand that this didn't happen overnight. I worked tirelessly to reach this level. Nothing came easy, and I sacrificed a lot along the way. I'm proud of what I've been able to achieve on my own. Now, let's talk about my younger sister. Let's call her Amy. She's 29 years old. Amy has always had a taste for the luxurious life. She loves designer bags, luxury vacations, expensive restaurants, and all that. She always wanted to live beautifully and deny herself nothing. But unlike me, she doesn't particularly strive to earn it herself. She often changes jobs or takes long breaks between them and seems to rely on credit cards and loans to fund her lifestyle. She doesn't think about the future and lives for today. Over the past few years, Amy has repeatedly turned to me for financial help. At first, it was small amounts, to help with rent, paying bills, or paying off credit cards. And being a caring sister, I helped her. I felt sorry for her, and I hoped that these were temporary difficulties and that she would soon get her finances under control. I thought that maybe she was just going through a tough time and that my support would help her get back on her feet. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. If anything, her spending habits only got worse. Every time I gave her money, she didn't spend it on paying off debts or necessary expenses, but bought another expensive item or went on a spontaneous trip to some exotic place. She posted photos on social media from expensive restaurants or beaches on the other side of the world, while I knew she had debts and unpaid bills. A few weeks ago, she turned to me for help again. But this time, the amount was significant. She asked for thousands of dollars to cover her accumulated debts. I was stunned. I understood that this was beyond acceptable, and that simply giving her money without any conditions wouldn't solve the problem. I gathered all my resolve and told her no. I explained that I couldn't keep bailing her out if she didn't take responsibility for her finances and change her spending habits. I even offered to help her create a budget, discuss ways to save money, and maybe find a stable job so she could handle her obligations independently. But my sister didn't take my words properly. She got angry and accused me of being selfish and greedy. Amy said that since I now have money, it's cruel to refuse her help when she's in a difficult situation. She even stated that it's easy for me to say, because I don't have the same problems and stresses that she does. Her words deeply hurt me because I've always tried to support her and be there for her. However, the most unpleasant thing is my family's reaction. My parents, who are aware of Amy's financial problems and her inability to control her spending, still took her side. They say that family should help family, and that I'm obligated to support my sister in a difficult moment. They call me cold and heartless for refusing to give her what she asks and claim that I'm letting her drown while I enjoy a comfortable life. My cousins and other relatives also support this viewpoint, saying that it's not a big loss for me considering my financial situation. I feel cornered. On the one hand, I don't want to be the one who turns away from family in a difficult moment. I love my sister and wish her only the best. On the other hand, I understand that constantly giving her money without any consequences only worsens the problem. She doesn't learn to manage her finances, doesn't take responsibility for her actions, and apparently isn't going to change anything as long as she knows she can always count on my help. Moreover, I feel that my own efforts and sacrifices go unnoticed. I invested a lot of time, energy, and resources to achieve what I have now. I went through difficulties and obstacles, gave up many pleasures and comforts for my goal. And now it seems unfair to me that I'm expected to just give away my hard-earned money because someone else can't control their spending. I started to wonder why my family doesn't see the whole picture. Why do they ignore the fact that Amy creates her own problems and refuses to change? Why should the responsibility for her mistakes fall on me? I even tried to talk to my parents about it, to explain my point of view, but they don't seem to want to listen. They believe I'm obligated to help because I have the means. I really don't know what to do. I'm considering different options. Maybe I should offer Amy non-monetary help, like paying for her to consult a financial advisor or take budgeting courses. Perhaps this will help her better understand her financial mistakes and learn to correct them. I also thought about setting certain conditions for providing her with help. For example, she would have to keep track of her expenses or cut unnecessary spending. But I'm also afraid that she'll perceive this as an insult or another attempt to control her life. And I'm not sure my family will support me in this decision. It feels like no matter what I do, I'll still be blamed. So I'm reaching out for advice. Am I really doing wrong by refusing to give my sister money? Should I give in to family pressure and help her financially again, risking continuing the cycle of her irresponsible spending? Or am I right to insist that she take responsibility for her actions and start changing her habits? I would appreciate any advice or opinions. Thank you for listening.